Hello everyone. So for this assignment, you can see here as the first step, install the JDK 21, Apache, Maven, and Git. So if you have IntelliJ IDEA, you should already have Apache Maven. If you don't have IntelliJ IDEA, is there anybody here who doesn't have IntelliJ IDEA? This one. Okay, nobody said anything in the chat. I'm gonna assume everybody has Apache Maven. Yeah. So JDK 21 is JDK stands for the Java Development Kit, and it's kind of you have to go to the website and download it. But what you can do is just go to IntelliJ IDEA, click on it. For some reason, mine is not starting. For some reason, my IntelliJ IDEA is refusing to start. Okay, now starting. Okay, so to install the JDK 21, you don't have to go through all of that. I even made these projects. Let me just delete them. Oh, I can't. I'll delete them later. But you go new project and you give it a name. So I'll just name it JDK install. So because the only project or only purpose of this project is to install a JDK. So you head in the JDK panel, you click on the JDK and you click download JDK. They require 21, right? So in the version you go until 21. And I guess the only option here is Amazon Corretto or Corretto, and they don't have OpenJDK. Just choose it and select. It should, once you have selected it, and make sure to keep the build system on Maven, and then just click create project. It will create a project, and after that you can do whatever you want. I can even create it, and it just won't do anything. Then you can just back out because the purpose of this project is to install the JDK. It will install the JDK, and yeah, you're done. So you're done with JDK. Another thing you need to install is Git desktop and also Git. So first you have to go install Git, jerk version, JDK, and best Oracle Open JDK. Wait, is that an option? Well, whatever JDK you want, just it has to be 21. So after that, it's JDK 21. It says here install JDK 21. So then you will have to install Git. You have 22. Okay, then just install 21 later. So install Git, you click on the first link, says installing on Windows. So for Mac, it actually comes with Mac, but for the Mac people, you can try Git version to see what Git you have. If it shows something, that means you have Git already. Or Linux also has it by default. Yeah, Tanish, the thing is, they just say JDK 21. They don't say Oracle JDK or anything. So whichever JDK, it's all standardized for unless you're doing something very specific. So here it just says JDK 21. Alright, so Git, yeah, that means you have Git already. So you for Windows, you go here, Git SCM, Source Control Manager, download Windows. You click it and the download should start automatically. If it doesn't, you just click here to download. And it should download an executable file. It's in the list. So once you click it, just click next, 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 and it should install Git. So once you have Git, you should have something in your terminal called Git Bash. So if you go into the Windows terminal, right now I have Git Bash here by default, but what you should do is see the drop down, click the drop down and click Git Bash. Or what I recommend is you go to the settings of the terminal and you make your default profile Git Bash. So yeah, right now it sounds complex, but it will save you a lot of trouble in the future. So you have Git Bash, and the next thing you need to download is Git Desktop. It's here, download Git Desktop, and you click it and install it. Uh, Alan, Git Bash, Mac, you can use Bash anyway in the terminal. What Git Bash does is it lets you write Unix commands inside your Windows terminal. Ned, what do you mean? Which part? Is it Git Bash? For that, you just have to install Git and it will be recorded, so you can just look at the steps after. Yeah, Mac users can just use your terminal. So Git Desktop, you can download and install it. So Git Desktop is an application. You can see GitHub Desktop. You will have to log into it using your GitHub account here. Like I have these repositories. This is my account. So to get here, now I will assume you already have a GitHub account. So you need to go to this place called GitHub Classroom. So you go here, GitHub Classroom, and just go and log in with your account. I'm already logged in with my GitHub account. So once you're done, it will say here you can obtain your copy. But before you clone the repository, you have to do these two things. So this is why I recommended you to install Git Bash. So again, you go to your terminal. You should already be in Git Bash. If you're not, you can choose Git Bash. For Mac users, you will already have Bash. So now you start copy pasting. This is where the copy pasting happens. So copy this, Control C, paste. So you here your name should be what your name is in Neptune. So it should be like first uh, name, last name. If you don't do it, he will fail your assignment. So just keep that in mind. So, and then you press enter. I don't want to press enter because I've already done it, but that's all you have to do. Then you copy this one and you do the same thing, but instead of uh, your email, you put your mailbox.unidep. So I would put this just to give an example and then press enter. Mm. Your Neptune name, like your actual name, Fuad Hassan. Okay, so after that, you say you can obtain your copy of this repository by going to here. You click the link, it'll take you here. You accepted the assignment. In your case, it will tell you to accept the assignment, and you have to click accept this assignment. Yeah, you can put whatever email you want. This is just a safe choice. So once you create the repository, it will say your assignment repository has been created. So you click on that link. It will take you to a GitHub repository. Any email. I put the email Outlook, but they don't really check. You can put any email you want. Usually it's recommended to put the email that is associated with your GitHub account. Like my GitHub account is made on that email. So that's where I use that. It makes the committing process easier. But you don't have to worry about it. I'll show you why you installed GitHub Desktop. It will solve GitHub Desktop. It solves all of your authentication problems. So now you have a repository. Mine is what it's supposed to look like when you're done with all the homework. So you go to this code button and you go to HTTPS, and this is the URL. So you copy the URL and remember git bash. This is where git bash is going to come in handy as well. So you will go to a directory, right? Like in my case, actually in Windows, you can just do this. Uh, Documents, software development technologies, and here you can click open in terminal. It will open the terminal. And I guess Mac users can do something similar. You can just, yeah, that's what I did. I copied from HTTPS. So here you go git clone. By the way, you don't even need to do that. You can just copy paste one. Make a clone of your GitHub Classroom repository. So git clone, and then you paste in the link of that repository. And yeah, that is something you have to make sure you copy it from HTTPS. So when you press enter, it will say success. If it doesn't output anything, you can confirm it worked. It doesn't output anything after you put the name and email. So you will see a new folder will be created. And I guess here working with Git 2025, instead of my GitHub account name, your GitHub account name will be there. So after that, the next step you have to do is go to IntelliJ IDEA and open, and you go to your documents, software development technologies, and this. Yeah, CD desktop works as well, but some people might be confused by the scripting interface. So then you click OK, and it will open the repository. If it doesn't show, in my case, it didn't show that. So what you have to do is you have to do a bit of terminal language, but you can just watch this video and use whatever I do. So if you type idea and you press enter, it's going to open IntelliJ IDEA. So if you put idea and the name of a directory, it will open that directory inside idea. So you cloned the repository, right? You should have a folder here working with Git 2025. So you have to make sure you are in the correct directory. If you put ls, you should see the name of that directory here. Now all you have to do is idea and which directory you want to open, work. All you have to do is work and then press tab and you press enter. It will open it. I'll post the video as soon as it's done processing. I'll upload it on Google Drive. So now it should open. Yeah. Thing is, okay, so this is what you need, right? The desktop, git bash, and from now on, all you will have to do is copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. So let's see. First head, he says providing developer information in the pom.xml. So you go to pom.xml, you go to here developers, and you put the Neptune tag, you put your real name, you put your email, and that's it. And then they tell you to commit, like they give you the commands. This, all you have to do is copy this, go here to the terminal. Just make sure that in the terminal, by default, I think it will be PowerShell. You have to click on this and do git bash. So once you go to git bash, then you paste it and you press enter. That's it. And here it will tell you to, okay, you commit it and then you press git push. But actually, no, first you have to do all of these steps. It says perform the steps of the workflow working with Git, starting from the section titled Making Changes in the Repository. I should have opened it in the meantime. So from here, you have to follow all of it. So you just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. everything. These commands, these are four commands. So in this case, git status just shows you the current status of the repository. Git diff shows you the differences, I think the changes that you've made. Git log also shows you the changes. So in this case, all you have to do is run this command. So you copy this, paste it, and that's it. So that's all you have to do. And here's one thing, when you push for the first time, after you have reached, I think, uh, here. Yeah, before you perform the steps in the section undoing changes, then you push it for the first time. And when you push it for the first time, GitHub, like the GitHub desktop will pop up and it will ask you to sign in with your GitHub account. It will automatically authorize all of your pushes to GitHub. You won't have to deal with the SSH key or the weird access token, that stuff. Because on Windows it's very hard to get it to work. So yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. The rest is all just copy pasting. And if you have any questions, you can ask us in the software engineering group. And thing is, I have to go now. But Tanish, do you want to do a whole walkthrough of the homework, or do you think it's enough? I think everybody should be able to do it.
I mean, I can do it. It's not a problem.
All right,
But the
great.
thing is,
Yeah.
then, but I don't have Zoom installed on my laptop, so I have to do that and then.
How are you attending the meeting from your phone?
Yeah, I'm attending from my phone. Already completed the homework though.
Yeah, that's the problem. I wanted to do a whole walkthrough,
No,
but
we
I
can we can
realized.
actually do it.
Huh?
How you can do it is actually just download the nationalized client, the example that we did in the first lab, right? You can
Yeah, but
explain
with the
using that.
pushing, you have to push and everything in order
Push
to show
actually, you
them
just
the
have to
branch
push two times.
specific
So I don't
changes.
think so. There is much explaining about pushing, to be honest.
My original
If
plan
you
was to just get like
if most
one.
of the people are having problem with working with Git, right? So we can do it from the for example given in the first lab. You know what I mean? If you open e-learning and go to the first lab, you can see the nationalized client, and then you start from the beginning and tell them what to do.
True, but you'll have to initialize the repository and everything. I have to go attend the meeting, so I can't do it.
Uh-huh.
If you don't have Zoom, then we'll just have to assume everybody could do it.
I
And I
might.
will still be available on WhatsApp though, through text. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
links will
no,
be
no, no. I
recorded.
can. The thing is, I can send a Discord ID and